Ghost face captured in a dash cam. Sometimes, minding your own business keeps you from facing incidents like this one. This guy was driving down a village road while he was passing an abandoned house and shed his torchlight in one of the windows. He saw a scary face and he didn't wait to see more. He drove away as fast as he could. Smart guy.
Holy Yo, go, 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 go.
Pedestrian ghost. This type of incident makes you think about a world beyond us. A man was checking his CCTV footage and noticed this weird pedestrian just walking by, then vanishing in a second. What do you think it is? An apparition or technical error in the camera? Ghost at the window. If something like this happened to me, I wouldn't be able to remain in such a deep sleep. So what if you came across something like this? What would you do? This man is sleeping in his room, maybe after a long day of work, in the middle of the night. He was in a deep sleep. A jar fell off. After that, a strong wind circulation. The window curtain is folding, but no physical entity is there. A white-faced figure appeared at the window. It took a glance at the man and looked directly towards the camera. It seems like a female figure, and her eyes are shining like a pair of diamonds. She is not doing anything apart from staring. The poor man doesn't have any idea what's going on around him. Skull in the lawn. This incident was shared by Gustavo, who found a skull in his garden. Immediately, he started recording it. When he started recording, this scary situation happened. Suddenly, loud and continuous banging in his kitchen window started. He ran into the house to see what or who was causing it, but there was no one. Even when he was in the kitchen, windows continued to shatter. What do you think? I think it's a terrifying backstory to this matter. Ghost in a pharmacy. After watching this clip, you'll feel like all the devils are here, that hell is empty. In the middle of the night, the security camera captured this scary footage in a pharmacy. It looks like some invisible entity trying to switch on the monitors. The entity seems angry as it tries to throw the chair in the air, some blood-like liquid dripping under the fridge. Ghost at school.
Hello?
Ask about your job location next time. This video was taken by a convent school night guard. He took the job very recently. When he was at his regular patrol, he recorded this scary incident at a classroom. All the chairs were moving by an invisible force. This guy was very brave to keep his composure and record the whole incident. If I was in his place, I would run like a bolt from this. What would you do? The victim of this incident said, "I'm not quite sure what to make of these videos. We were on vacation a few months ago and caught these things floating around my living room. I've lived in this house for 6 years and have never had any paranormal encounters." So, from where do you think the lights are coming? It can't be the car light from the street because the lights are moving around the whole room. I'm leaving the decision to you guys because I couldn't come to any conclusion. Paranormal activity in a woman's bedroom. This woman is having a good sleep, but suddenly her bedroom door opens, and as you can clearly see, no one's there. She is still asleep and doesn't have any idea what's going on, but she woke up with shock when something was trying to remove her blanket. She switched the lights on to see what was going on, but no one's there to see. Very scary, right? Ghost in a plane. A patrolman was checking if everything was okay in an empty plane. When he was approaching the cockpit and shed his light on the cockpit door, he saw this terrifying scene. Someone was looking at him. He didn't wait to see further. He just ran away, as would I. The summoning. Think twice before you act, or else it could make your life a haunting one. This incident was recorded in a church by a paranormal investigation team named 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐿. They were trying a Ouija board session, and they had no idea what was coming for them. A ghost was standing behind the first guy. Everyone was scared to death and jumped back. A fire lit up the Ouija table, and the guy touched by the ghost is lying unconscious. What do you think? After this incident, will they ever touch the Ouija board again? real ghost disturbing cats. If something like this happened to me, I wouldn't be able to move and run. So what if you came across something like this? What would you do? This incident happened when a son and his mom went for a vacation, leaving their 2 cats at home. After coming back from the vacation, they noticed something off with the cats. To find out what happened while they were gone, the son decided to check the footage of a room camera. He saw a shadow was passing by the wall, the door slowly shutting. Then, the room camera was panned out as if someone or something was trying to sabotage the footage. The cats were scared. Shadow keeping watch. Sometimes your instinct leads you the right way. If you ever feel there is something, it might be true. An old man sleeping in his bed, but there is something beside his feet. Do you see the smoky humanoid shadow near his feet? Looks like it's watching the old man sleeping. Just when the old man is about to wake up, the shadow vanishes. The old man is left sitting in his bed, confused. Maybe he realized the presence of something in his room. If you felt something is trying to come out from under your blanket, this guy saw something odd in his room before. To confirm what's really going on, along with his father, he installed a camera in the room. Later that night, something or someone was trying to come out from a blanket. At the same time, the door was opening voluntarily. Shadow from the car. The next clip you are about to see will make you think, what's around us? This incident was recorded on a parking garage security camera. If you look closely, you'll see some soul-like humanoid entity leaving the car. We slowed the video so you can see clearly. If you ever see something like that coming out of your car, would you drive that car again? I would definitely not. The house is not empty.
Sí, esta es la nueva casa de nosotros, esta es la cama de mi mamá, esta es la cama de mi mamá, esta es la cama de mi mamá, esta ¿qué? Ah, lo dejan grabar. ¿A dónde hay algo? Uy, no, sea serio, no pongan a jugar así que lo asustan a uno.
This incident happened when a family moved into a new house. The son, showing his mother's bedroom, and his younger sibling come running and shouting. They saw something very terrifying in the other room. The son kept his video on and went to check what happened. Then he saw this human figure-like shadow. They all started running downstairs.
No, venga, quieto. No me empuje, sea serio, vaya usted, quieto. Mire, sí, no hay nada, son bien mentirosos, de ahí no hay nada, son bien...
Grab and drag. If you think only humans around you try to drag you down, think again. Ghosts do too. This incident was recorded in a store in Mexico. The owner of the store stated it had a previous history of paranormal activities. In the video, you can see a girl was working very attentively. Suddenly, something grabs her feet and tries to drag her inside the dark part of the store. She was screaming out of fear and somehow got loose from the predator. She ran to her colleagues. What do you think? Is there any supernatural force at play? Or is it just a fake? was knocking. If something like this happened to me, I wouldn't be able to move and run. So what if you come across something like this? What would you do? This incident happened at a quarantine hotel in Japan. A businessman was staying at this hotel, and he was scared to hell when this happened to him. He heard knocking at his doors. When he opened the door, there was no one, so he put his PC camera on to see what would happen next. In the middle of the night, he heard this constant knocking coming from his bathroom. But again, when he opened the door, no one was there. While he was checking the bathroom, his PC camera recorded something falling by itself. What do you think? What could have caused these scary incidents?
Really?
Ghost hunting. You may be a badass, but these ghosts are not dumb. They will play with your mind. This incident is a living or dead proof of just that. A Russian ghost hunting team was investigating an abandoned house. They feel the presence of something the moment they set foot in the house. First, they heard loud banging and then witnessed this scary split of 4 to 5 chairs at once. It can't be staged, not moving chairs like that. There is definitely something weird going on in that house. They couldn't even exit the house via the main door because it was opening and closing by itself.
Сейчас слышал?
Self-moving mirror. Sometimes, a strong religious environment opens a door for something beyond your imagination. A man was reciting from the Quran in his room. His wife and child are also present. While he was reciting, suddenly, the mirror started to move. There was no wind to move the mirror. What do you think? What's causing the mirror to move? Is it possible this is the presence of a jinn? A girl alone at a new apartment. If you get an apartment you desire at a very cheap rate, don't be so excited. There might be something fishy you don't know about. This girl rented an apartment, which she thought very cheap in terms of rent. She was excited about it and wanted to show her mom the video of the apartment, but suddenly she heard strong knocks on her door. When she went to check, there was something she wasn't ready to witness. She ran to her room and locked herself inside. Still, that thing followed her and it was trying to get into the room. Not for sale. Not all houses are safe. Some of them are haunted. This incident was recorded on camera. A real estate agent was shooting an empty house for promotion. While shooting, he noticed something in his footage and was shocked. What do you think? Did the agent end up placing a for sale or not for sale sign outside? Who pushed the baby? Parents always feel a constant concern for their infants. On top of that, if you see an incident like this, you will never feel content leaving them alone. This mother kept her child in a crib and just went to her bed for a moment. Then this happened. The child disappeared from the camera shot in a split second. When the child started to cry loudly, the mother came running to check. Later, when she saw the footage, she was stunned. She expressed her confusion later. Was it some invisible force pushing the child? Or did the camera just have a glitch? But the cradle was in the back, so is there that much chance of a camera glitch? What do you think happened? I leave it to you to draw a conclusion on this weird incident. stretcher moving by itself. How would you feel if you saw a stretcher moving like this and you saw no one around it? It seems like two invisible entities trying to push the stretcher towards each other. At the end, the stretcher just fell off. And what was the weirdest thing? The invisible force moved with precision to throw the stretcher. Standing for 45 minutes. This man spent a night at a haunted house and tried to contact the dead by Ouija board. After returning home, this incident happened with him. Sleepwalking is a normal thing among all of us, but this particular incident was very weird because the man stood for 44 minutes facing a wall. He didn't have any recollection of waking up and standing there for such a long time. Do you think it's weird? Or would you categorize the incident as just another sleepwalking incident? I think it's mysterious enough to be in this list of scariest things. If I ever come face to face with anything like this, I swear I would definitely have a heart attack. Everything looks quiet and content, right? Well, look closely. There is no one at the house, yet drawers are opening by themselves, things are falling, knives are flying, and doors are shutting on their own. What do you think is happening here? Is there an invisible entity present here? A drug addict or ghost. Sometimes you can't differentiate between drunkards and the possessed. This is one of those cases when a team of patrol officers arrested this woman suspected of drug possession. They were confused about the situation as the body movement of the suspect wasn't something a human would do. They had to make an emergency video for medical examination of the suspect. So what do you think of this incident? Is this a classic drug addict behavior, or do you see something weird like we do? Who is in the basement? This couple living at an apartment heard some loud banging in their basement. Their dog was scared and barking very loudly. The men started recording and made their way to the basement to see who or what it was in there. Halfway down the stairs, he heard something coming towards him very fast. He got very scared and ran for his life.
Hello? Oh my God!
Which of the entries in the video gave you the creeps? Get involved and let us know in the comments section down below. Ghost in basement. usually don't like to go to basements because it creeps me out. On top of that, if something like this ever happens to me, I would never go there again. A society supervisor was inspecting at night. While she faced this scary incident, she saw one of the security guards standing still, and when she was about to call the guard, another guard intervened and told her not to. You can see what happened after that. If you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a thumbs up. Plus, if you want to see more awesome scary content just like this, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified as soon as we upload a new video.